This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. Hello, Lakers fans. This is Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. We want to talk about today. Let me wear a hat. I just saw it. All right. Lately, Lakers haters have been, and specifically, Clippers have been throwing dirt at Montrezl Harrell after he decided to come to the Lakers. And now we have a deep bench. Actually, I was making the math, and in my first math, I only included Montrezl Harrell, THT, Kyle Kuzma, and Dennis Schroeder, right? Also Caruso and Morris. And the number I came up was 66.4 points. And I didn't include, because I don't know how much they are going to play and how their contract is going to be. I didn't put McKinney, Bell, and K-Cup, right? Because I think they know what it is. I know it was a two-way contract, and I don't know what to say about McKinney. Bell was supposed to be waived, but he is still, I guess, part of the Lakers. And we are not done. We are not done filling up all the spaces in the Lakers. So if there's a few asterisks to the numbers that there's a few asterisks, and there is there is for example, we have THT in the Lakers. I'm sorry. In the Lakers, THT, it's 5.7 points per game, right? But remember that in G League, he was scoring 18 points per game. Those 5.7 points per game are basically in 7 minutes. Now, if I were to say that he scores let's say 0.9 points, right? Or let's put it 0.7, right? Point 0.7 plus 20 minutes, which is Yeah, it's impossible because he would score 80 points. Let's say point 5, 20. He would at least score 10 points, you know? I don't know if now point 0.7 uh, for 20 minutes, he would score around 10 to 14 points per game. But I'm not going to put that because the statistic says 5.7 right now. The other part is Markieff Morris. Markieff Morris, he he didn't really had time to adjust to the system, right? And when he did, he was more effective. So I don't know if the 4.8 makes him justice. So that's another asterisk to that. So we have THT that we know he can produce more than that. I think he's going to produce between 10 to 15 points per game. But the but because 5.7 is what he's got, that's what I'm putting in the math. The other thing is Kyle Kuzma. You know, Kyle Kuzma, let me see. I got a comment here. Let's go, Lakers. Yeah. Let's show. Thank you to the Rastafarian. Yeah. All right. So the the thing with for example, the thing with Kyle Kuzma, he's 12.9, almost 13 points per game. But that is not necessarily his is going to be his average now. We don't know if it's more or less, but the thing we know is that we can't really count last season because he was twice, he had to come from an injury twice in one season. And then when he came back and he was kind of like getting adjusted, the season ended because of March. So every time Kyle Kuzma went back, he started as probably 11 points, 12 points, and then he would go up to 16, and then he get injured, and then he goes up to 16 again around. And then, when he's starting to get his groove, the season ends. So that's my asterisk with Kyle Kuzma. This time he's not injured, right? So this time we can get more from Kyle Kuzma because he's going to start the season and he already had had a taste of Frank Vogel's system. Another thing I want to say, yeah, let's talk about Montrezl Harris. He had problems because he had to do the covers. And this is the thing, he's a power forward. That's what he is. He's a power forward that can play the center position, but that's why I'm saying that probably we should get another big guy. Like somebody can hold two guys like Jokic and whatever, you know. Um, it's just I think if we get Montrezl Harrell to play the four, right? Yeah, yeah. He if he plays the four, if he plays power forward, we are gonna get a lot more from him than he if he has to be a center. And he's quick, he's fast, and I don't know why people say that he's not a good defender. I think he's a good defender. You know, I have no. I have watched film from him, and that the problem with the system he was playing in is the deep cover. He had to cover too much, a big area. He almost covered the whole paint in in a system like Frank Vogel's system. He's not going to do that. He is not, and that's the thing that people have to understand. He's not going to do that, and um, he's going to have uh, a lot of players like he's going to have a cutter like Kuzma. And the thing with Kuzma is that he's tall, right? So big men have to. If we get another big, um, we could only use Montrezl Harrell as a five if we get, if we want to. Yeah, he's gonna be good. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And so we we want to um, have him. If we are going to have him as a five, it's going to be probably when we want to have a small lineup, mobile small lineup. But um, I don't think we are going to use him as a five for big centers, just because. I mean, he can. I've seen him guard big centers, but when you are in a series, this is what people don't understand. That's why people don't understand playoff Rondo. When you are in a series, you can dissect the other team better because you don't have to concentrate in many teams. You only have to concentrate in that one team. So you can only watch film from that one team and kind of dissect what they are doing. And so that's why he wasn't effective with Denver because they knew how to counter him, right? And they knew he wasn't tall enough for the Joker, and so he couldn't handle, right? But now, even when Rondo is gone, we gotta understand that LeBron is that kind of guy. Not only he has the ability to dissect the defense, LeBron has a photographic memory and he can remember every little detail of the other team's do's and don'ts, you know? And so he can do that. He can dissect that. Montrezl Harrell doesn't have or I didn't have, I may say, in the Clippers, a guy like that would have this leadership when he could tell you, look, this guy is going to turn right, and then he's going to, do a shake and bake and all that kind of stuff. That information is going to be available to Montreal, and he's going to be able to make better decisions because of that. And he might get used to that and do the same thing. The good thing about leaders that can do that kind of mentorship is that it rubs on you. It rubs on you. For example, Kyle Kuzma started watching uh, films on defenders so he could be better defender. Especially, he studied Scottie Pippen, and that's how Kuzma has adjusted to be a better defender. He still have some ways, right? But he's still trying to get better, which is a good sign on any player. So the other thing is, remember that 1 point Caruso could score 30 points, right? So Caruso, even though this is not an asterisk that I put, but it might be, even when his average is 5.5, we can still get from him a 15, 20 points in a game. We could. So I'm talking about a bench that can produce around 60 to 70 points per game. We didn't have that last year. The best day was 45. Now we have and we obviously, I'm not counting on the regular team. I'm not counting and I'm assuming what the regular team is, but I'm not counting LeBron James. I'm not counting Anthony Davis. I'm not counting Wesley Matthews. I'm not counting KCP, and I'm not counting Gasol, which I think it's going to be the regular rotation unless Montreal's Harris starts, um, depending on probably the center. They might do that. So, but I want another center. I don't want Montreal's be pushed into that center position. And so that's gonna be my wrap for today. If there is any questions, anything, um, all right. So let's end the broadcast here. I had a lot of fun uh, talking to the Rastafarian, and I hope to see you in the next one. All right. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.